Welcome to Stream Gamers. My name is Raymond. This video tutorial is regarding the update for simple airport creation that I did some time ago. The SDK has changed a bit, and so there's we need a new video. So CYUT, I plan to make a bit of a series of this, so we're gonna work on this particular airport and update it along the way. But for this take is just going to be the simple airport that we need. So copy. I use this website. There'll be a link in the description for that. Oops. Okay. So we copy and paste coordinates in there. This is where we want to start. We'll set our departure. We'll hit fly. It should take a minute or 30 seconds or so to get us there, hopefully, or less. Once we get in there, we're going to see the fly now button. We're going to press the Y key right after we're ready to fly. So get ready for the Y key. That's the slew mode. So ready to fly, hit slew. I'm going to go up in here and change the daytime to daytime, that is. So now the next thing is F1 rotates us down or pushes us down, and the number 4 key on the number pad and the reciprocal of 6 allows you to move back and forth, side to side. Make sure you're all the way down. Make sure your throttles are off, completely off. So when you press the Y key again, you take yourself out of slew mode. Here you are. So the next thing we want to do is go developer camera. So we're in the developer mode. We go to the project. We go project. We go new. I am going to use the name that comes off of that website, which is that's the name, but your name can be whatever you want it to be. Package. Next, airport. Again, I'm going to use the same name of the airport. Next. I'm going to create an airport anywhere. This is going to be CYUT. That's the ICO code. I'm going to use the same name again. Now I'm going to copy from my website the latitude and longitude coordinates. So paste. Make sure you enter once you put that in. Copy. And again, make sure you enter. Note that it rounds to the 3rd decimal point. Now, I don't know if it rounds to that, so I always try to put all of the decimal in there. I know that it's 24 meters, and yes, it needs to be meters. And I don't know if in the SDK you can change that, but in here so far, the altitude is based on meters. Create the airport. The airport is created. Click on scenery, and that's in the project editor. Your inspector should be open, and if it is open, when you click on scenery, you should see this window. Load in editor. Now we're in the editor. Now the next thing I want to do is press the number 2 key on the number pad, and that gives us the top-down view. W, A, S, and D keys are your standard moving around keys in this view. So once we have this selected, you see the properties window is there. If your stuff isn't open up, you click on view, and here's where you can open up the varying different menus that you need. Right, I'm going to change this radius that you see here. I'm going to change that to 1,000 because I just think 2,000 is too large. But it's your choice, whatever you like. I'm going to star the airport because starring the airport, when you load it up in the map, you see a star there, and that's what I prefer to have, is a starred in area. So the next thing we want to do is we want to put a runway in here. So we'll go into Objects Editor, go to Scenery, Runway. I'm going to pick 1.6 because I know that's kind of the direction that I want it to face. You can see that right there by clicking the Add button. When I go to Properties, I can see in the configurational window, I can see the direction it's facing is 165, but I want 161, so I'll just change that. The length of the runway is 136 or 1,036 meters. Its width is 30 meters. I'm going to exclude the vegetation. are not going to exclude vegetation because there's not vegetation here. That would be more if you were in the jungle trying to put, a runway in there somewhere. I believe that's how that works. Next one is material. So we click on material. We click on material editor. We click in here and we type in gravel because that's what I want to put in. I click on bitmap preview. I'm going to go to this one here. This is the one I want. Click, hold, drag, drop on top of there. I now have a graveled runway down there. I go down here to the runway start positions. I click on the primary start position and I want that to be up here somewhere. So I'm going to move in there. And note that the tiny little green arrow is the arrow in which the aircraft is going to be facing when you launch or when you go on ground. And this to me should always be set to the same exact degree as the runway is heading. So it's 161. Down here, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to click on that. And we're going to drag this down at this end. And we'll just get a little closer view of it. We can get it closer to the center. It doesn't have to be perfect. But again, it did the reciprocal of 165 degrees, which is a negative 15. In my case, I want it to be the reciprocal of 161 degrees or 341. Enter. So that's that. We got that set. We want to go into lighting. I want to put some lighting in there as well. So we're going to put just the edge lighting low. That's it. Next and final object that we're going to add here is we're going to add a windsock. Windsock. Add. Oh, we'll just put that windsock in that area somewhere, so it doesn't have to be exactly in any given one position. So the next thing we want to do is we want to save the scenery. This is an important step. If you don't hit save the scenery, the other add-on scenery stuff that you put in doesn't seem to be staying there. The airport does, but you do have to hit save scenery. Then we want to go to project editor, select this right here. Your name may be different. Inspector, build package. This line here is the finish line is the most important part. Whether your numbers are exactly as mine are, that's not relevant. What is relevant is, has any failed? In my case, none have failed. I can close that. I can go to the project. I can close the project. I can close this out. I can go into developer mode, and I'm done. So that's how we create a simple airport. The next time we will load into it and log into it and look at it, and then we can do some editing. Please like, subscribe, comment, and so forth. As I said, this might be a series that I'm going to try to develop into a series that will just be expanding and creating new things within in this airport. Again, name is Raymond, and I am a part of Stream Gamers. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk next time. Bye-bye.